Welcome to the Balancing Act. I'm Maria Bailey. Today we're going to learn how to lose weight while still eating our favorite foods. And for dessert, some healthy candy. For women with unsightly facial hair, we have a solution for you. We're also going to show you how to help the environment while having a greener garden. And if you're on guard against anaphylaxis, there's a new way to be prepared. All of this today on The Balancing Act. Stay with us. Today we're going to learn about Z-Trim, a natural dietary fiber developed at the USDA that can be beneficial in any diet or nutritional plan because it helps control hunger, lowers fats and calories, and adds dietary fiber. We have experts from the worlds of health, fitness, and cooking to show us a live life better lifestyle. Joining us today from our studio is Heather Hawke, fitness expert and frequent speaker on the issues of fitness, obesity, and health. Welcome, Heather.
Hi, Maria. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. How does Z-Trim work?
Well, Z-Trim is an all-natural, zero-calorie and zero-fat food ingredient. So it actually, Maria, has three benefits. You can utilize it in all of your favorite recipes and foods to decrease the calories, decrease the fat, but without changing the texture or the taste, which is very important. Secondly, since it's all-natural dietary fiber, it's going to help benefit your digestion very safely. And then lastly, of course, that dietary fiber is going to expand and it's going to give you a feeling of comfortable fullness. So what that means is you'll eat less, you'll eat smaller portions, but you're still going to feel very satisfied.
Okay, but what's in it? Like, how does it all work?
Well, believe it or not, it was developed by the USDA, and it's an all-natural fiber simply from corn. So you can use it in two different ways. You can use the gel or the powder that we have here in your staple items like butter, sour cream, salad dressing, all of your different recipes to decrease calories and fat. Now, if you're eating away from home, maybe you're traveling and eating out, you can use the Z-Trim appetite control pills to really help just take the edge off of the hunger.
Well, there's so many pills and diet plans out there. How does this differ from all of the other magic bullets that we try to use?
That's a great question. Well, since Z-Trim is an all-natural healthy fiber, the appetite control pills have no stimulants, so there's no fillers, drugs, or herbs. It won't upset your stomach. It's not going to speed up your heart or will keep you awake at night. What happens is you take 2 pills before your meal. The dietary fiber gently expands in the upper digestive tract, and so it's going to give you that comfortable fullness. So what this means is you're going to walk away eating less and still feel very satisfied and not hungry.
We hear a lot about lifestyle change when it comes to losing weight. How does lifestyle fit into this and fitness?
Well, Z-Trim is not a diet or a weight loss system. It is truly, Maria, a lifestyle. There are no sacrifices. So it's going to make losing weight and eating healthier an enjoyable experience for you because you're not going to have to sacrifice all of those foods you love.
Good information. With us now is Dr. Stuart Traeger, an author and expert on obesity, health, and fitness, joining us from the Z-Trim office in Mundelein, Illinois. Dr. Traeger, welcome to the Balancing Act.
Thank you for having me.
So the big question, with all the diet plans and programs, supplements, and other quick fixes on the market, the weight loss industry is in no danger of becoming extinct. What difference is Z-Trim going to make?
If eating less and exercising more was easier for people to do, I doubt we'd have an obesity epidemic at all. What Z-Trim can do is level the playing field, making the tools we already have more effective and easier for people to follow. For me, the key to successfully managing this epidemic of obesity is to help people find small changes they can make that'll produce big results. The difference Z-Trim can make is that regardless of whether or not people are trying to cut calories, fat, or carbohydrates, Z-Trim can reduce all three. For that, people gain a tremendous benefit. It's a small change that people can incorporate into their lives to make the kind of big results that increase motivation and the positive feedback to make results stick.
I know the obesity problem isn't only with adults. For the first time in 100 years, children have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. How can Z-Trim help our children?
The problem with getting kids to make healthier food choices is they don't like the way most healthy foods taste. What Z-Trim can do is make the foods that kids actually like to eat better for them. This has been shown in over 80 schools in which the total fat content in salad dressing has been reduced from 18 grams to 2 grams, at the same time that sales are up 300%. What a remarkable change to see children actually choosing healthier foods because they taste better.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Traeger. Now we're going to see how easy Z-Trim is to use in some of our favorite foods. With us from the Z-Trim kitchens is Chef Stella Halpern. Hello, Stella.
Hi, Maria. Glad to be here.
Stella, tell us about the differences in the Z-Trim products.
Basically, there's 3 products made of Z-Trim. They're all the same, just a different delivery system. We have Z-Trim Appetite Control, which comes in the pill form that you can take on the go. You just simply take 2 before each meal. And we have Z-Trim Gel. The Z-Trim Gel is an equal fat replacement. So when you're cooking at home, you can actually take out oil, butter, or eggs and add in the same amount of Z-Trim Gel to all of your favorite foods. Then we have Z-Trim Powder, which is really just used in the same way at home cooking.
Can you tell us more about Z-Trim and how it can be used?
I'm so excited to be able to tell you about Z-Trim, Maria. Z-Trim literally changed my life. About a year ago, I lost 15 pounds. Now, I just turned 40, so as we all get older, we get a little concerned about gaining weight. Well, Z-Trim not only helped me to lose that weight, but has helped me to maintain my weight. So it's so easy to incorporate Z-Trim in all of your foods that you cook for your family. You probably have a lot of these foods in your refrigerator right now. I'm going to show you how easy it is to incorporate Z-Trim into butter. I have 2 sticks of butter here. That's 1 cup. Simply just going to put it into a bowl. And I have 1 cup of Z-Trim Gel. Z-Trim Gel is used in an equal amount to replace fats. And now I'm simply just going to mix them together. Okay, there we go. You can see that it's really nicely incorporated and smooth. Now I used a hand whisk, but you could really use a hand mixer or a KitchenAid or anything like that at all. Now this Z-Trim butter that you can use in all of your cooking, in your frying, on your toast or bagels, has 1,600 less calories. It has 176 grams of total fat taken out, 480 milligrams of cholesterol completely removed, and 1,200 milligrams of sodium that we also eliminated. Now, I want to show you some other ways that you can use Z-Trim in some of the foods that you probably already have in your refrigerator. Just how easy it is. If you have some sour cream, simply open it up, pour it in a bowl, fill this up with Z-Trim Gel, pour that in the bowl, and mix it together. Now, every time I go back into my refrigerator to use mayonnaise or salad dressing, cream cheese, sour cream, all of it is 50% reduced. This is how I've been able to maintain my weight over the past year, because I'm still eating the foods that I love, getting the taste that I love, but 50% less of all of those things. These food tips and many other healthy ideas on how to live life better are in the upcoming book, The Z-Trim Lifestyle, which has helped me and my family manage our weight successfully, and it will help yours too. Now I'd like to show you some other foods that I've made with Z-Trim that are so delicious and easy to make. All the recipes are on the website at ztrim.com. This is Z-Trim lasagna. I get to eat all the foods that I love to eat, all the foods that I've always eaten when I use Z-Trim. I took 1½ cups of ricotta cheese and 1½ cups of Z-Trim Gel. Simply mix them together with a little parsley, a little garlic, and I use that ricotta just like I would regular ricotta. Now this lasagna is delicious. Your family will love it. But every piece has 50% reduced calories, total fat, cholesterol, and sodium from the ricotta cheese. You're gonna love this. Imagine being able to eat a most decadent chocolate gourmet brownie with half the fat and no cholesterol. These Z-Trim brownies are so delicious. They're actually made from a box. They totally satisfy any chocolate craving you may have. This is Z-Trim beef and broccoli casserole. Now this casserole is so rich, full of butter. When I use Z-Trim in my cooking, I get to eat foods like this. This is a really hearty meal. Now with Z-Trim, I replaced 50% of the cream cheese in the middle filling and also used 50% Z-trim butter in the phyllo dough. Now normally this phyllo dough would be loaded with fats, but not with Z-trim. At 50%, my family can still continue to eat rich, delicious, satisfying foods. And all the recipes are on our website, ztrim.com.
Stella, you're talking about the website. Is that where we purchase Z-trim?
Yes, it is, Maria. You can buy all of our Z-trim products on our website. You can also buy the Z-trim Appetite Control at GNC stores. As you can see, Maria, there is no end to the ways that you can use Z-trim and incorporate it into your lifestyle. Z-trim can help you manage you and your family's weight successfully, eat the foods that you love, and live life better.
Thank you, Stella. That was great. Z-trim is easy to use and it really does practically go in everything.
Thank you, Maria.
I want to thank Heather Hawke, Dr. Stuart Traeger, and Stella Halpern for introducing us to the Z-trim weight loss solution. An amazing, easy-to-use way to reduce the fat in your diet that allows you to eat what you want. Coming up next, that healthy candy I promised you. Stay tuned. Between family, work, and relationships, it's hard to find time to treat yourself, especially when you're reluctant because of what indulging might mean to your waistline and health. Well, there's good news. A company called BestSweet offers some great tasting pick-me-ups that any health-conscious woman can enjoy. Joining us today to tell us more about these products is Harry Overly, Vice President of Marketing and Innovation for BestSweet. Hi, Harry.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for bringing all these treats with you.
Oh, they're great.
I have to tell you, I snuck a few, and they're very, very good.
Thank you.
Tell us about BestSweet.
Well, BestSweet's a great family-owned company just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, with over 70 years of experience in confectionery manufacturing. And we specialize in really two things. One is great tasting sugar and sugar-free candies, and the other one is developing supplement products that really taste like candy, of using that knowledge and incorporating those ingredients.
Well, I see Baskin-Robbins, and you don't think Baskin-Robbins and sugar-free, but what's that all about, the candy line?
Well, it was a great partnership with us and Baskin-Robbins, and essentially what we're trying to do is take your favorite ice cream flavors and put them into a candy. So we've developed a very indulgent, sugar-free, creamy candy that uses the most popular flavors like mint chocolate chip and pralines and cream, and puts it in a format that's easy for you to take anywhere and whenever you need it.
Well, you know, you're really right about that. As soon as you put it in your mouth, you just get that creaminess. I kind of like it that I could give my children something that didn't have a lot of sugar in it.
Oh, absolutely. Being sugar-free and definitely the most indulgent sugar-free product out there. And sweetened with Splenda, it only has 10 calories per serving. So you can really feel guilt-free about eating these candies and as a mother giving them to your children.
Now, a lot of people suffer from diabetes. Is this one way that they can enjoy something nice and sweet and tasty?
Absolutely. We get that question quite a bit from many diabetics out there. And it is a low sugar, like I said, 10 calories, sugar-free. It's sweetened with Splenda, so that's where you get the sweetness from.
What about your nutritional supplements? I know that you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I mentioned we specialize in doing that, and we have an example here today with our Best Health Calcium supplements. Again, it's how do you take these vitamins and minerals and make them into a candy format, and that's what we specialize in. And we want women to be able to take them wherever they go and fit their lifestyle.
I love the fact that it even has instructions if you're pregnant or nursing, being able to take those supplements. It's a great idea and good information. What about finding out more information about your products? Where can we go?
Well, all of our products are available in most of the major grocery stores and retailers. If you're looking for more information, you can come to www.bestsweet.com. There's a lot of information there.
And I guess you have a whole slew of products probably coming out with your technology, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of very exciting things coming down the line, especially under the Baskin-Robbins brand. Look for some new products next year. All we're trying to do is take everything we can think of how to make candy taste like ice cream.
Well, I'll take Rocky Road because that's my favorite, as much chocolate as you can give me. Well, thanks so much, and I'm going to chow down at the next break, so thank you very much. Next on The Balancing Act, getting rid of that unwanted facial hair. For millions of women, unwanted facial hair can make them feel self-conscious and frustrated, and it's not always something you can easily cover up. Women try so hard to keep it a secret. However, there's a solution that makes unwanted facial hair easier to deal with so no one will notice. Today, Sara Sweeney joins me to talk about this solution. It's the only prescription product on the market that reduces the growth of unwanted facial hair in women. It's a cream called Vanica. Welcome, Sara. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
It seems like unwanted facial hair is more common than we realize.
It's a very common problem, and a lot of women have to even remove the hair as much as every day. They resort to tweezing, waxing, shaving, using depilatories, or getting laser treatments.
Tell us about Vanica. What does it do and how does it work?
Vanica is the only FDA-approved treatment for unwanted facial hair in women. It's a cream that's applied twice a day, every day, and women can see results in as little as 4 to 6 weeks.
So Vanica is not actually a hair remover.
It's not actually a hair remover. Vanica's different in that it actually slows the growth of the hair. It blocks the enzyme deep within the hair follicle, so it actually slows the growth, allowing a greater number of days between having to remove hair, or actually less hair will be then present to be removed.
I understand there's a potential with other hair removal methods for damage or scarring. Does Vanica pose those problems?
No, it's very different to a lot of other methods in that it's very gentle to the skin and it won't cause any scarring.
I understand that we actually have some testimonials of women who have used Vanica and seen results. So let's take a look.
I would tell other women it really works. You have to give it time, at least, a month or 2 months. You have to give it time, and it really works, and they should try it.
My dermatologist said it was a wonderful medicine that was out. His own wife used it and had wonderful results, and he thought I would be pleased. It's the best decision I ever made.
Now with Vanica, I have solved the problem, and I feel absolutely 100% ready to kiss at any time, to kiss my husband at any time with Vanica.
Vanica has given me the freedom to be close to people again now, and no more worries.
Wow, that was really great. Those women, you could just see it in their faces how excited they are about the product.
Absolutely.
So tell us, where can our viewers find out more?
Since Vanica is a prescription product, viewers should contact their doctor in the first instance and find out if Vanica is suitable for them. Any doctor can prescribe Vanica, whether it's a family practitioner, dermatologist, or gynecologist. They can also go to vanica.com, and there's a wealth of information on the website. They can also download an information packet as well as patient rebates and see the patient testimonials.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being here and sharing this very valuable information. I hope some of the women at home learn more about Vanica and help improve their self-confidence. After all, some secrets should never be revealed. With Vanica, nobody needs to know. Next up, gardening gets easier and greener in the environmental sense. Stay with us. Gardening can be enjoyable and rewarding, not to mention therapeutic. And you can really enjoy the fruits of your labors when you grow your own fruits and vegetables. Bonnie Plants is a company that's been supplying gardeners with healthy, nutritious herbs, vegetables, and flowers for almost 90 years. Today, we're going to hear more about Bonnie Plant Farm and an innovative way for you to go greener in the garden. With me is Dennis Thomas, CEO of Bonnie Plant Farm. Welcome, Dennis.
Thank you, Maria.
90 years.
90 years.
Tell me a little bit about Bonnie Plant Farm.
Well, we were established in 1918. We started with 2 pounds of cabbage seed, a horse and wagon delivered in our home county, and now we are in all 48 lower states plus Alaska.
Wow, and where'd you get the name Bonnie?
Well, the name came from the founder's wife. He was asked one day, what are you going to call your company? And the name popped in his head. His wife's Bonnie, so Bonnie Plant Farm.
He was a smart man.
Good man.
Mm-hmm. Good man, a smart man. So tell us a little bit about the innovations that you have created at Bonnie Plant Farm.
Well, for the past 3 years, we have been planting most of our plants in this biodegradable peat cup. And the idea is to save the landfills from millions and millions of plastic cups,
Right.
and we've done that.
So how do we use this?
Well, what you do is you first take the plastic wrapper off, and this, by the way, is recyclable.
Okay.
And then you gingerly take the bottom of the cup off, and drop it into the hole. And then a tomato plant is planted about 80% into the ground. So you would just simply plant the plant and see no plastic. You're done.
That's great. And now this is healthy for the plant too, right?
Right. There's no transplant shock. The roots do not become root bound because in plastic it can't go through.
Well, that's great. And you have herbs and you have vegetables. Looks like a great activity for kids. Can you tell us a little bit about the school program that you have?
Well, we have a 3rd grade cabbage program, we call it, and we go into the 3rd grades in all 48 lower states, and we give away a cabbage plant to every 3rd grade kid. And it's a special variety of cabbage that will grow to 35, 40, 50 pounds, and you wouldn't believe the pictures we get from kids holding cabbage so big they can hardly hold them up.
Well, I'm sure they get a lot out of seeing the fruits of their labor and producing something with their own hands. It must be very gratifying.
It is, and I hope we've created a customer for life, a gardener and a customer for life.
Well, where can those customers get your plants?
Well, we're in Walmart, of course, Home Depot, Lowe's, Kmart, and about 5,000 mom and pop stores all over the country.
So just about anywhere you
Just
can
about
find
anywhere.
a Bonnie plant. Well, I want to thank you so much for being with us, and you may make a gardener out of me. I think my tomatoes are going to grow better this year because I've just learned how to plant them properly.
And they will.
Well,
And
thank
they
you
will.
very much. Now, if you're out in that garden and you're worrying about bee stings, stay tuned. We've got a solution for you. A potentially life-threatening scenario is associated with a severe allergic reaction that can be caused by anything from food to insect bites to medication. It's called anaphylaxis. Here to tell us more about it and the methods to control it is Dr. Dana Wallace, an allergist, and Mariana Navarro, a physician assistant and mother of a food allergic child. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks.
Dr. Wallace, can you tell us a little bit more about these severe allergic reactions?
Anaphylaxis is a sudden, serious, potentially fatal allergic reaction. Can start very simply but can rapidly progress and become life-threatening. Most patients will start immediately upon contact with the allergen, such as a food, peanut, or medication, or an insect sting, but others can be delayed up to several hours.
Mariana, how can others be prepared, and can you tell us how you happen to be prepared when you experienced an episode with your son?
In my job as a physician assistant in allergy practice, I try to give the patients a plan of action that includes epinephrine, which is the rescue drug. In my personal case, my son, I knew very early on, at around 6 months, that he had problems with food allergies, specifically to milk. Then there was a big episode, our true first anaphylactic episode at a park with 2 French fries that had been fried in a contaminated oil, and I didn't know. Within less than 5 minutes, I had a full-blown episode with flushing of the skin, swelling, very itchy, and some respiratory compromise. I knew I had to use my Twinject, and I gave him the first dose, and within less than a minute, all his symptoms were gone, and I believe it saved his life.
And you were probably quite relieved.
Oh, yes.
So is it that you just need 1 dose, doctor, or is there instances where you might need 2 doses?
Well, many research studies show us that 1 out of 3 patients with anaphylaxis will not respond with the first injection. And in fact, only 16% of patients actually have 2 doses available and with them at any one time.
And what are you actually injecting into you?
We're injecting epinephrine.
Okay. And how easy is it to use? Because most people think injections, needles, I couldn't do it to myself. I know as a mom, I'm thinking, I'm not using a shot or a long needle with my kid. How easy is it?
You know, it's actually very easy. The Twinject is a new device. It has actually 2 doses in 1 unit. It comes in a rugged carrying case, and it is the smallest, most portable unit available. And it has a very thin needle. It's easy to administer. You don't have to be forceful. You just place it against the lateral thigh, firmly press, and count to 10.
And is there any side effects to this injection?
As with any drug, epinephrine does have side effects such as dizziness, nausea, vomiting. Cardiac patients may be at increased risk, but there is no reason to withhold epinephrine in the event of a life-threatening reaction. Please speak with your own physician about anaphylaxis and treatment options.
And what about additional information?
Well, additional information is available at www.twinject.com, and you'll find information on anaphylaxis, the Twinject, the need to use 2 doses, all in a very informative, interactive format.
Well, I want to thank you ladies for this very valuable information that could potentially save someone's life, and thank you for sharing your story of your son. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us today on The Balancing Act. We hope we've given you some insight into balancing the needs of work and family. To see segments of the show again or to learn more about anything on our program, we invite you to go to vstar.com. Tune in next time for more on The Balancing Act.